Hey everyone, so this is a bit more of a different style video, but I've actually had a few clients ask me over the past couple of weeks some of the common business mistakes we've made over the past few years whilst running our agency. We're now nearly 6 years old since we went limited as a company registered on Companies House. But yeah, so I just wanted to sort of go over some of the mistakes we've made, or I've made, partly down to my own decisions whilst running, our business, and things that had come up. I'm sure as any business owner, when you've either got fancy tools that come out, it's like, oh, let me try this new software, or even down to the hiring process. So I've come up with 5 of them, which are some common, some you might even be surprised with, thinking, how did you make that mistake? But it was made, you learnt from it, and then we move on and keep going. If you're wondering why I'm looking down here, I've got my book where I just made some of the common ones written down. So one of the most common ones was trying to do everything myself right at the beginning. So obviously when we started the company, it's myself and my wife. Back then, obviously she was girlfriend, since got married and so on as the business grew. But yeah, we were trying to literally do everything ourselves, from designing, speaking to clients, consulting, running ads or marketing the SEO for them. We've still got many of them clients back from 2019, 2020 that we started out with, from launching their websites online. But yeah, that's probably one mistake. So trying to do everything yourself, what you're probably better off doing is actually hiring someone in place, even if it's part-time, just to alleviate some of the hours. So at least you've got a bit more of a breathing space to focus on other areas within the business. And then the second thing to that would be not having clear SOPs, systems or processes in place for people to follow. So when someone came in on board, we wouldn't actually have anything in place. So Mandy, my partner, would actually then, or even myself, go through day by day training, answering questions. For example, one of our senior account managers now, Charlie, when he joined just over nearly 2 years ago now, it didn't have no SOPs. It was sort of, he'd pick up the phone, ask a question. Now we've got a complete tool list of, well, not a tool list, but a software that we use, which is called Waybook. I'll link it below, you might find it useful, where we actually put all of our SOPs and everything in place. So any new hires that come into the company, they just spend a day watching, revising, getting all the ideas from there, and then proceeding onwards, and then asking questions within their current team members that they need to. And sort of, if you're wondering, well, how many people are in the team? So there's obviously just 2 of us at the start. Now there's just over, well, close to 15 of just over 15 of us in total, from design, development, account managers, SEO marketing, paid ads management, and obviously new inquiries, so handling sales and consulting with clients as well. And then I'd say the third one, obviously not being an accountant or anything, but poor cash flow management. So actually having a bookkeeper come in place is very important. So you can actually manage your finances and chase up on invoices if needed. Before it was, oh, I've remembered so-and-so is not paid, let me just send a reminder, and away you go. Chances are you're going to forget if someone's paid or not paid, or if you're not checking it correctly. So that's something you'd probably want to use. And again, we now use a software obviously called Xero, and obviously have our bookkeeper manage the account side of it. So it's not something us as business owners have to do ourselves. So that's another thing that I'd probably definitely suggest. And then I'd also probably start looking into rather than focusing obviously on turnovers. Most business owners end up probably thinking, well, I want to reach £250,000 a month, or £500,000 a year, or £1 million a year, and so on. Don't really think about the turnovers. Think about the profits and the margins within the business. And then lastly, I would probably say the last mistake was certainly something that I've actually been doing recently when I've had more time, is going through the marketing efforts of, well, I'd say probably over the past year and a half now, is actually tracking the data of the marketing efforts within the company. Obviously before, when I was sort of just doing sort of handling new inquiries myself, it would be okay, but as your team grows, you really need to know what's happening in each area, so managing the data. So with marketing, for example, we now manage the cost per lead. You can tell this is not going to be edited correctly, is it? It's just going to be posted up. Yeah, if this video doesn't look any good, I'll probably take it down. But anyway, managing out the cost per lead, cost, so you know what it's costing per lead, then cost per acquisition, so what it actually costs you to acquire a client, and then obviously your marketing spends, because if your leads are costing you, £15 each or £30 each, it doesn't mean it's the cost per sale is £30. For example, if you got an ad spend of £3,000 a month and it's giving you X number of leads and you've only sold one of them, it's essentially cost you £3,000 for that client to come in place, because that's what you've spent the entire month. Now, yes, the following month you might sell another one or convert one. We actually now, well, obviously we never used to do this, but now we've actually started putting it in place for clients as well, so we can track what's working for them in their marketing efforts to make sure the growth of their business is successful as well. So that's probably another thing that we never really tracked very early on, and only been doing it for the past 1.5 to 2 years. So that's something else I'd probably strongly suggest. But yeah, short video just to go over mistakes that were made in our agency ourselves. But obviously you live, you learn, and you just get on with it and move forward. Just don't make big fuck ups where you can't sort of come back from it. So always keep an eye on the analytics would probably be the main one. I'd say analytics on the numbers that are coming in, so that'll be the main one. Secondly, the training. Don't just hire and fire team members or staff members. Definitely train them, put time and effort into them, make sure they've got everything that they can have to succeed at the role that you've hired them for, whether that's just an admin role, or whether it's client facing, whether it's in sales, or whatever it may be within your business. Obviously, if you're an e-commerce business, it could be completely different. It could be down to managing your stock inventory online. It could be doing email marketing. And obviously, if you're a service-based business similar to ourselves, it could be speaking to clients, booking in appointments. It could be handling customer care right after the service has been delivered as well. So make sure there's training in place, so they're actually replicating what you would be doing in that situation. But yeah, if you found this useful, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, let me know what you think on the comments below. And yeah, appreciate you watching. Thanks.